Praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakakwadash, double honors unto our apostle elders which rule great millstone wow, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abababal. So this is from Vice. Alright, it says Pentagon scientists discuss cybernetic super soldiers that feel nothing while killing in dystopian presentation. It says the soldier of the future will be flooded with pain-numbing stimulants. Cybernetically. The science of communication and control theory that is concerned especially with the comparative study of automatic control systems. Let's say you say that word, pronunciation. Cybernetically. That's the word, cybernetically. It says cybernetically enhanced, and one official sort of joke must be eventually terminated, right? Which they have the nuclear missile, the so-called white race. All right, they got the nuclear missile, and that's what they will use to terminate. All right, because they're gonna use these soldiers, super soldiers, to come against the elect of the nation of Israel. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. All right, and when the devil comes in like a flood, all right, the Lord's gonna raise the standard. It says in Isaiah 59 verse 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, which dealing with America, and his glory from the rising of the sun from the east. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Now let's check the translation comparison on this verse. NLT, in the west, people will respect the name of Yahweh. In the east, they will glorify him, for he will come like a raging flood, tide, even by the breath of Yahweh. Which that's not really explaining what it's talking about. Let's see, the word flood in the interlinear. Like a flood, it says Nahar. So it's just pretty much going in like it comes in, you know, just a flood, like water flowing into a place. See, but when you go into the root, Nahar, it says to flow stream, to shine, beam, light, burn, to beam, be radiant. See, figuratively assemble together. The illuminated ones, right? Which they have this here, right? Which the Pentagon scientists are what? Are Germans, which is said in Obadiah. It says in verse 8, shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, And thy mighty men, O T-men, the German scientists, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And that's why they're building these robots, these super soldiers. You know, they're building all this technology to try to not be slaughtered. But this is their lot. This is their judgment. They're going to be slaughtered. Which, when you go in that word slaughter, it means a violent death. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You're not going to be shown no mercy, and then eventually you're going to be made extinct. All right? But the Lord is going to raise that standard for his elect, right? So when the flood comes in, Isaiah 59:19, right? So when they come in like a flood, the enemy come in like a flood, so a bunch of men coming up against the prophets, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Now that word standard there, all right, it says
Strong's H 5127. Noose.
Noose. Which should be nawas. It says to flee, escape, take flight. You see that? So we're going to have power to take flight. It says depart, disappear, to fly to the attack. It says on horseback, which horseback represents power. Palal, to drive at. Hith, polal, to take flight. Hifil, to put to flight. To drive hastily. To cause to disappear, to hide. Right? So this standard that's going to be lifted and displayed, okay, as it says in the Strong's definition, it is the root word. It says vanish away, subside, escape, right? And them that are going to escape by the raising of this standard, which the Lord is going to give us spiritual power, all right? The Lord is going to deliver us from our oppression and bring us back into our own land. Isaiah 4 verse 1, not verse 1, but it says in verse, I just started at 1. It says, look at the subtitle that's on it. It says a remnant prepared. So how are we supposed to prepare? By coming together, right? The brothers are coming together at the camps, and the women in this verse are going to gather together to the elect men. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. So you're not going to support them. They're actually going to come to take care of you. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, which is the shame of being unmarried. In that day shall the branch of Yahweh, the man of Yahweh, be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And that's how we're going to escape, is by the power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. It says in Isaiah 59, all right, continuing with that word standard, all right, against him, the Lord's going to raise a standard against him, right? He's going to deliver us, give us the escape, see? But his power is going to be displayed, right, in giving us this power, right?